stray. A simple world where love would bloom in every corner of the living room. Oh, the golden thread, it ties us tight through black and white into the light. A reel of love, it's always there. Classic moments beyond compare.
Welcome back to the Golden Thread, Lessons from Classic TV. I'm your host, Bob. These episodes are brought to you by the Classic TV Preservation Society, founded by Herbie J Pilato. There are moments in life when you feel a quiet pressure build up. Not from the world yelling at you, but from its expectations whispering. It's the feeling that who you are might not be quite right. Not broken, just a little too loud, a little too different, a little too much. And when you feel that way, you start to wonder, should I shrink myself? Should I put on a version of me that fits better? That's the tension at the heart of today's thread. It's not a story about rebellion or big drama. It's gentler than that. But sometimes the softest moments are the ones that stay with us the longest. At Eastland School, they're preparing for a mother-daughter tea. It's meant to be a proud event, one of connection and tradition. But for Natalie, it stirs something else. Her mother, Evie, is full of color, full of voice, full of confidence. She's funny, bold, and very much herself. But instead of feeling proud, Natalie feels exposed. Evie doesn't fit the image Natalie thinks she's supposed to project, especially in front of the other girls and their polished mothers. Natalie doesn't want to be mocked. She doesn't want to feel like an outsider, so she makes a quiet choice. She asks Mrs. Garrett, warm, composed, universally liked, to pretend to be her mother for the event. It's not malicious. She doesn't mean to hurt anyone, but there's no disguising the message underneath. I don't want them to see the real you because I'm afraid it says something about the real me. That choice leads to consequences, as choices like that often do. Evie finds out. She walks in and sees her daughter seated beside another woman, pretending, smiling, performing, hiding. It's not a betrayal in the usual sense, but it cuts just as deep. Evie doesn't lash out, she doesn't yell, she doesn't guilt trip her daughter into submission. She simply lets herself be hurt, visibly, vulnerably, and then speaks from that place. And it's that truth, not the polished words or social performance, that finally breaks through. Natalie realizes something she hadn't seen clearly before. Her mother wasn't trying to steal the spotlight. She was trying to stand beside her daughter and be proud. Natalie wasn't trying to be cruel either. She was trying to be accepted. And for a moment, they both saw each other, not as projections, but as people. That moment, that's where the golden thread runs deepest. When we try to curate a more acceptable version of ourselves, or of those we love, we may succeed in winning temporary approval, but we often lose connection. Love, real love, can't breathe through filters. It doesn't need you to pretend. It doesn't ask for perfection. It doesn't want a version of you that's easier to manage. It wants you. And sometimes it takes a mistake, a small act of pretending, to show us the truth of that. We've all had moments where we flinched at our reflections. Not in the mirror, but in someone we love. Maybe it was a parent who didn't match the mold, or a friend who stood out in ways that made others stare. Maybe you laughed too freely, or felt things too deeply, or didn't know how to fit inside the version of yourself others expected. And maybe, just maybe, you started to adjust just a little. Speak softer, smile more politely, trade your real story for one that gets more nods. But over time, those adjustments accumulate, and the cost is always the same. The more we perform, the less we feel seen. And the less we feel seen, the harder it becomes to believe we're lovable at all. Natalie and Evie find their way back, not because they fix everything, but because they stop pretending. Evie lets herself be real, and Natalie sees her again. Natalie lets go of the mask, and her mother sees her too. What remains isn't perfection, it's love. And that love, even with its bruises, is stronger than the performance ever was. So maybe today's thread is a simple one, but it's powerful. The people who love you for real, they don't want your act. They want your presence. And when you finally stop pretending, when you stop curating your edges and polishing your story, something beautiful happens. The ones who see you really see you, and the ones who can't, they were never your audience in the first place. Until next time, my friends, keep showing up as your whole self and keep following the golden thread. Take care, guys. Have a great day. See you next weekend.
Walking down the lanes of yesterday, where laughter echoes and hearts don't stray.